Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have a quick little message about something that's been kind of on my heart and my mind a little bit, and that is coin envy. Have you ever had coin envy? So one of the reasons I'm talking about this is because I've had coin envy, right? Like I love coin auction catalogs and looking at them, and you go through them and you just look at all the really cool stuff that's in there, and then you're like, oh man, look at that. Oh, that's so good. And then you realize that you don't get to own that because, it's not so good. And I know some of you guys comment on some of my videos like, oh, Ben, you got the greatest that stuff's so cool. And people are a little jealous sometimes. And I get that because then I go to a coin show and there's all these like 19-year-old Instagram kids running around with boxes of coins that are like way nicer than anything that I have. But I got to check my own spirit there, right? Like, does it really matter? I mean, they're bringing me stuff that I get to look at. But the point is about this is something that you think, okay, great, Ben. So that guy got better stuff than me. What am I going to do about it, right? What am I going to do about it? So I'm advocating like two things very specifically to help you with your collecting path forward, right? Maybe call it three things because the path forward part is having the want list, having a bucket list even. Now a bucket list is called a bucket list for a reason. It's something that you want to do before you die, but also something you want to own before you die. Literally, coin collecting is a lifelong journey, and it's going to look different for all of us. I mean, some of us are buying $10 coins, some of us are buying $100 coins, and some of us are buying $1,000 coins, and then there's people that are buying $100,000 coins. And everyone's different, right? They're in a different financial spot. So one of the things is go ahead and do dream about what you want. You can't have it all. I can't have it all. And if you had it all, it wouldn't be fun, right? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? Like it's just not the same thing to have it all. It's too easy, I think, sometimes. Things that are easy in life are oftentimes not as enjoyable as things that are harder to attain, right? Like parenting is the most frustrating, challenging thing you may ever do. It's also the most rewarding. And there's so much pride and ownership when you can get your hands on something that's very rare or something you've always wanted or it's just the right piece to fit your collection, right? That's very, very satisfying. So let's not be jealous, but let's still have targets and goals. Let's think about, okay, let's think about finding something that's really, it may take you years to attain. And a lot of us can't think that way or don't think that way because, why? We're Americans. That's why. I want it now. I want it right now. How dare you tell me I can't have what I want right now? Amazon's going to ship it to me, right? By the way, if you order coins on Amazon, be careful. They might be fake, but that's a whole nother story. So having a target in mind helps you understand something that's really going to be fun for you to attain. And then having a budget in mind. So the other thing is to have a budget in mind. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about personal finance here real quick and just tell you, I know people that are super, super, super cheap and have really, really nice coin collections. Like literally, I know a guy who was on food stamps and public housing. All of his money, because he had food and he had housing and he got a stipend check, all of that money went to coins. Like literally the dude lived and ate for free off of the I'm not suggesting you do that, but I'm just saying, his priorities were a certain way, right? And so when it comes to your budget, I'm just going to say this out loud. Hey, I know you need some nutrition, like orange juice or milk. Stop buying liquids, right? Like curtail your budget towards, if you can't afford coins, think about what you're spending your money on and reconsider, right? I'm not talking necessarily about beer and drinking. I mean like soda. Anything in the liquids, that is just the biggest waste of money. Take all of that money and put it aside for coin, right? And I had another customer, he was a smoker. And as he quit smoking, because he knew how much it was costing him, every week, however much money he saved on cigarettes by not smoking, put that into silver. So the point about this is you probably have some more money than you think you do lying around, okay? Just think about it. Think about your personal finance and what it wants to look like. Finally, patience. Less is more sometimes, right? So I tell this story a lot where I got guys that maybe they spend $10 a week at the coin store and then they complain that they can't buy a $50 coin, right? or they spend $50 a week, and then they complain they can't buy a $200 coin. Well, the reality is, of course, obviously, if you're looking at this, you can say, well, wait 5 weeks to buy something. Wait 6 months to buy something. What can you buy if you bought one coin per year? Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. But if you want that coin, you know, you're going to have to wait. And actually, even consider downsizing, or downsizing is the wrong word, but trimming back some of the stuff that you had that you don't want anymore. If you've been collecting for 30 or 40 years and you got a lot of loose ends, get rid of all the little piddly stuff. It adds up to something big, and buy that big coin. I was talking with Seth Chandler, what are you? And he was telling me, I thought this was really interesting. He actually recommends to people that you should have one coin in your collection that's 25% of the value of your collection. So if your collection is worth $1,000, you should have one coin that's $250. And this concept was really interesting to me, because this, I felt, all kind of ties into this idea. You know, if your coin collection is worth $10,000, you should have one coin that's $2,500, right? $100,000, have a $25,000 coin. It's the idea. It's the idea of buying something nice for yourself. It's the idea of owning something that you thought you couldn't own before. And I've seen people attain this, by the way. This isn't just me like making stuff up. I visit with guys that finally get to buy their bucket list coin or coins. And it's something they get to keep and hold on to and cherish. And if they've been doing it long enough, and if they communicate with their spouse or they communicate with their children, your family cheers you on. Like, they understand how important this is to Pa, right? Or Grandpa, right? They get it. And it's such a wonderful thing to have people celebrate with you. I had an old timer used to come in the shop, especially on Saturday mornings for bid board, and guys would be buying like 1980 proof pennies, you know, their dollar coins. This guy was so much fun. He'd look at him and be like, congratulations on the coin. That's a great coin. And salt of the earth, dude. It was so much fun. But really, though, yeah, that spirit is so wonderful, and it's something that if you collect with other people, you understand how that really works, where people are actually happy for you. So, anyways, you can speak some of this into existence. Now, you know, we're not John Ford, right? We're not creating 18, 21 volume catalogs of auctions, right? That's okay. That's okay. John, whoever you are, go ahead. Think about what you want your collection to look like. Think about the one thing that you want to own. Think about the total value of what you already own. And think about the possibility. And then make it happen. Either be patient to buy the one thing that you're looking for, or curtail down to buy the one thing you're looking for. I can't stop coin envy from happening. That's something you got to do in your own spirit, right? But what you can do is you can satisfy some of that with a plan. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.